my TV, I hit the wrong button. And for some reason, it records a show called Entertainment Tonight. And I don't even know who those Cheetos people are, man. I don't. Yeah, they had the little Megan Thee Stallion girl on there, and she was doing this thing with this band, and I don't even know who these guys are. You know me, cut off T-shirts don't get out much. You know, howdy from Maui. I don't pay much attention to most stuff. You know, when they bombard me with a lot of stuff, okay, you know, you might be interested in her. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not my holy grail of sex. I got y'all motherfuckers are crazy, but you got to understand what kind of. Yes, I'm watching the what's this dude's name? Oh, I don't even like to. There go Jack Keane. He be talking again. He be talking. I don't know what this brother's name. Waters, right? His name is Waters. He be talking this. It only get worse and stuff. And I was sitting there, and they had these people put out these videos, right? And they said, Jesus said this would happen with Iran, and Jesus said this in the Bible, and Jesus said, you know, and I'm like, Jesus? No, Earl, every war that ever happened has already happened. Like, okay, but Jesus, this isn't a war, this is genocide. Okay. All wars are genocide, but this is just flat out murder for people that don't believe in Jesus Christ. That's all this is. Jesus is just sitting there going, you know, before they didn't have global communications to the gospel, the apocalypse is my life. Okay. It's as if you go read the apocalypse, it's a story of this guy who's born in the place where they threaten to blow nuclear weapons, and he has to, it's in the Mormon documents, they describe it real well. He has to dive into the bowels of hell. He's the spirit of John, Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. He has to dive into the bowels of hell and retrieve the keys to the kingdom and bring them back out of hell, right? Is basically what Joseph Smith talks about. And the people that betrayed Joseph Smith and came up with the espionage corporation they call the Mormon Church didn't change it because it fits their narrative. Champion, we are the champions, you know, and this guy's the champion, you know, I'm Nate Champion. You know Nate Champion? No, I'm not Nate Champion. I'm being facetious. The story of Nate Champion. Nate Champion was a man in Wyoming, okay, that got accused of something he didn't do. And a bunch of crooked, sorry-ass people went in to go kill him. And he barricaded himself in his cabin, kind of like on that movie Will Penny. And like 30 of them showed up. And about 26 of them didn't make it. They finally had to burn him out and give him to come out. And the last 4 little fucking cowards that were standing killed Nate Champion. But he killed almost all of them before they were able to kill him. You know, that's the story of Nate Champion. Okay, that he was innocent. He was accused by. It's almost like that crazy ass, dumbass thing that they say about Rasheed Wallace, which is bullshit. Ball don't lie. It's like that's not true. Hack-a-shack. Hack-a-shack again. Ball don't lie. Just because you foul Shaquille O'Neal and he can't make the free throws doesn't mean that the ball's the truth. Motherfucker probably thinks money's real too. Ball don't lie. It's like, that's what they said. I thought ball don't lie. Like if it went out of bounds off this guy's leg and you touched the ball, that's what I thought he meant. But no, it was just inane, insane gibberish that people believe. You're like, motherfuckers are crazy. They crazy, right? So, but when I was sitting there watching that, the way they're playing with prophecy to perpetuate this genocide and get people to, it's voluntary, involuntary manslaughter, right? And I'm sitting there watching this, and then I was like, okay, this is why all the wackadoodles that are doing AI are so excited about the singularity. Okay? Because my life is prophecy. Okay, I'm 1322nd Redeemer. There's a temple for the flesh that's like Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, and it's Earl from Las Cruces, right? And everybody who believes in Jesus knows this, and everybody who believes in the comic book from the Vatican, no, Jesus told me. No, Jesus didn't tell you that. That was your assholes you go to church with at White Sands. They're the same motherfuckers that sit there and tell me, you're never going to stop jobs. We're always going to have rent and job training and people training and going to school and trying to play basketball to make money, to be the best basketball player. I go to sleep at night and here we go. And they reload it. And I'm like, it used to make me uncomfortable. And now it's like, I wake up and like, seriously? You're pathetic. You're pathetic. You're pathetic. You're a wizard, Harry. You're pathetic. So I play point guard in Washington, D.C. You're a wizard. Get it? Okay, it's funny. What do you know for funny? Fuck y'all. Seriously, fuck y'all. Like I said in the other one. Guys, life is eternal and grace is infinite. And life is given to us by the glory of God. Okay? And that's the greatest treasure in all the world. So I can't afford to be concerned about what selfish people are doing. All I can focus on is the truth. And I care about people living in the kingdom of heaven and making it through this hell. But I can't afford to be like, I gotta save Bubba because Bubba's gotta sell Cheetos, you know. I love you, but fuck that shit. I can't go back into hell to save you because my ass ain't Forrest Gump and I'm not the ping pong champion of the world. And I told y'all, you know, some people are rude, some people are obnoxious, some people don't know. In Las Cruces, you should know. Okay, that old guy that they say is crazy at the Loman Walmart, you do know he's the dude from the Book of Revelation and he's the Messiah. He's the most brave, beautiful, kind, protecting person in the world. What you bring into the room, okay, he ain't fucking, what's that motherfucker's name? George Lucas, right? What you bring into the room, when he feels to talk to you, that's what you is, okay? And most people that I feel to talk to are, thank you, that was a beautiful conversation, thank you. It's like, that's what you is. And I always tell them, thank you for shining that light, thank you for being that soul, right? One lady I talked to today, and it was wonderful, because it was something I've been kind of grappling with. And I said, people are not afraid of truth. They're afraid of lie. Because truth is all things good, you know. And everybody, that's not true. The truth, the Holocaust was lie trying to negate truth with lie. Okay? Disease from mass murder through lie trying to negate truth with lie. Don't come in here if you don't want your sorry ass kicked to the curb, and I ain't fucking, this ain't American History X, and I'm out there wearing and I'd whooped his ass in basketball, and I'd be like, you need to get your Nazi ass the fuck out of here before I kick you to the moon, motherfucker. Lucy, don't move the ball. Bam! Okay, there you go. Hubble telescope. Okay, what happened? My dopamine, my adrenaline went off. It went off. It does. Earl, you just crazy. I know, and I'm a fun person, and I guess that. But it's just crazy, man. New rule, the disclosure moment. Real time with Bill Maher, man. Well, you got to get people to volunteer for genocide to have involuntary genocide. But what's going on, man? What's going on is these people are addicted and they're crazy. Okay? These are lies. Lies are money's real. Human beings are gods. Okay? Human beings can invent laws to replace natural laws provided by God, the infinite essence of creation. Okay, do you understand lies? I understand lies, but you guys got to understand with this singularity thing, I don't know why people like Elon Musk and all them crazy ass motherfuckers is excited about the singularity. I'm not excited about it. I realize it's necessary because of liars. If they were capable of telling the truth and living truthfully and sharing a truthful existence, the singularity wouldn't have been necessary. We wouldn't have had to, have this large amount of robotics and AI to police the human beings that are a threat to all of us, that are given life by the glory of God and not by their invention, right? The truth of your existence is that you're given life by creation, and you're not an invention. No matter how hard they try to twist the narrative. Well, we blew it all up and then we bombed ourselves back into the Stone Age. And we were really great, but we screwed up. But we'll get it right this time. Babylon is falling. It was foolish to build it on the sand. Right? I hate righteous tribal bullshit. Don't you? And don't sell Cheetos. And those things are nasty for you. And they go, don't eat Cheetos. Just don't. There are things better in the world to eat than Cheetos. Corn chips from Roberto's. Okay, I also eat their tortillas, and because they're made by New Mexicans in New Mexico. Okay, even if they're old Mexicans that came here to get a job to work in this place to make them, they're still New Mexicans. That's the way we are, bro. Cero. We're family. Like me and my yeah, he was gorgeous. Wasn't he a gorgeous kid? I sat there and he goes, I'm from Santa Fe and I'm up north from there. You're one of the guys that helped Pope clean out all the liars. I can feel it in spirit. Oh yeah. Yeah, he is. And his kids knew. Yeah. Dad's one of he's a protector. He's like Jerry Alvear. Yeah. He's one of the protectors. Get out of here. You say you're going to live the laws of Jesus Christ, go home. Oñate, go home. Get out of here. We're like that. If you say, you tell us stories, and that's the story of Jesus, and that's who he is. Okay, you can move in. You can be a neighbor. Hey, that's my daughter. She might be interested in marrying you. But if you lie to us, get out of here. We don't want nothing to do with you. So I had that conversation I had today with the two Dene family members. That was wonderful. They were just a wonderful little couple. They were so respectful. She made eye contact and everything because she understood my culture. Okay. He did everything his grandparents told him to do when you're having a conversation with a respectful elder that respects you and loves you. And that's different than you, but understands you. They were a wonderful couple. And the baby was so cute. She was so cute, so cute. You better look out, widow brown eyes if you're wise. They sparkle, bubble. They gonna get you in all kind of trouble with their eyes. Anybody else really like brown eyes? I always have my whole life. I don't. I have like a greenish brown hazel kind of eyes. I don't have brown eyes. Now, one of the things I think that we that don't have brown eyes, like the dark black to brown eyes, is when she's looking at you and it's adoration and love. You can see yourself in her eyes. And when she's looking at you and she looks like she's been fucked into a Stockholm syndrome with John McCain, you can't. When Amy came back, and kidnapped the kids, I'm like, I can't see me in your eyes anymore. Shit. Yeah. I know Amy, she was always, have you ever heard that song by one of my favorite singers when I was a kid growing up is a man named Merle Haggard. Okay, I think he's from Bakersfield, California, but his folk came from Oklahoma to Bakersfield. They thought they was going to have this California dream, and it's like, no, it's just a hotter Oklahoma. Yeah. That's Bakersfield, California, right? And so, yes, it is. Okay. And but he has this song, one of my favorites. I know I'm only Shelley's winter love. She only seems to need me now and then. Yeah. What happens is her friends call her to town. She screws around. They fuck her over and kick her to the curb like always happened with me. And then she comes back. I build her up. And then when she gets her self-esteem and everything back, she goes back to the bar. And she did that to me, and she ran out my son Patrick, which was horrid. And given the dynamic of the manipulation, I understand exactly why she ran out Patrick. And if I had been inclined to, okay, let's ask Stephanie if we want to have a, bisexual relationship for you and her and me, and then all pay bills together and raise the kids, Everybody's, hey, guys, technically, if I didn't have to clean up the Mormon church, and we were just a regular couple, it would have been very tangible, okay, for me and Amy and Steffi to have a, real lives, Mormon wives life, okay. Steffi would have loved Amy, Okay. And found her very sexually attractive, and they would have been very affectionate and fun and joke together. They would have had a great time. Okay. And I had had a pretty good time too, because I like having sex with Amy. And because Stephanie would have liked having sex with her too, it would have been like, oh, this is going to work out good. Don't get jealous. She likes this and she likes that too. And you like that too. And so our big thing is to try to get you to have a screaming orgasm because you have that wonderful Tony Braxton voice. Okay, it's a goal. And that was Amy. She wasn't a monster. She just wanted what she was trained by the Temple of Set Illuminati to be. And she wanted to do it without me putting her into her cage. And if we had invited Stephanie in, we wouldn't have been able to invite other men in. Okay? So I'd have had women in the bedroom all to myself. Now, if they found another girl to bring in, I'd been like, what, y'all trying to kill me and shit? No, it's more fun for us. Why, you go take a nap. Hell, she's fine. I ain't taking no fucking nap. But y'all trying to kill me and shit? I like Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care what you motherfuckers think. I really like her. Though I really like Javon Rupert. She gets women and she understands women. Okay? And she can explain women to you better than most psychologists think they know women. Okay? Over 10,000 years of, well, what's going on here is, oh, shut up, Beverly Hofstadter, and go sit on the fucking washing machine. You're such a bitch. Okay? Nobody wants to take your fucking drugs, and nobody wants to be psychoanalyzed. You're a sorry ass. You're just making up the shit because you want to participate. Nobody wants to participate with you. Okay. And it's true. Okay. It's just like, God dang, I really like Megan Thee Stallion. No, I really do like her. Shut up, Lopez. Okay. I understand you. I don't hate you. God dang it, she starts crying and shit. Look, I love you too. No, I really mean that. But, I mean that and I like love thing kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you love everybody, but you don't like me. I do like you. I just don't like it when you're stuck in hell and you're like thinking you can't get out. And I don't like that. It's not that I don't like you. I just don't like, the condition that you're in, dropped in the sea. You see what I'm saying? Now you got Megan crying here. Next thing you have a Cardi B up in here, she can be crying too. Then you have, what's his name? The receiver from the flag football. Diggs up in here. You have Josh Allen up here. The Mahomeses and the Kelseys. The Tyler. Everybody's gonna be crying. Y'all motherfuckers stop crying and just stand up for a Lord's Prayer. I know. For some reason they can't. Me and Robert talked about that with Chief Madrid in the shoe aisle. Prayer works. Okay, do you understand? Prayer works. Okay. We can talk to Chief Madrid in prayer because he's part of his tribe and he understands and recognizes me and we all talk to fun. What are these motherfuckers like? Do you think that all the assholes with technology are in charge of prayer and can control prayer? No, they can only manipulate it and get you to believe the stupid whack shit that has to do with murdering people over money. Well, when we talk to Tishna doesn't say, oh, well, try to get a bigger bank account and kill some more people for money, and then maybe you'll be able to take control of the robots and run the world, and then we can have the Chiricahua way of life again. And it's like, what? The real Chiricahua way of life is radically different. If you go read James Cuellarca's book, In the Days of Victorio, okay? And even when you go read Niño Cochise, he talks about some of the things that he got very sad and depressed, got drunk, cheating, stuff like that. And he lost his way. And James Cuellarca did not. Okay? He held on to the traditions. He told the story as true as possible. He told about the people that had virtue, and he told about the people that lost their way, like Geronimo and others. Okay? And these people lost their way, and they had done things that were wrong. And they caused people to come and try to kill all Apache because they pointed at the one who was being a selfish bad Apache. That's why Cochise threw him out and said, you're Geronimo from now on. I hear you calling yourself, when you deal with the Mexicans and the whites, your name is Geronimo. It's not Galale. You're not one of us. You don't love us and you don't feed us and protect us by being a good man. You don't use your name. If I find you use your name, I'll hunt you down and kill you. That's what Cochise told Geronimo. West Duty didn't do that in the movie, did he? Because they getting paid money. And what does Fun say? Same thing Barboncito and Manuelito say to me, right? It's like, do y'all know the Ancestor Song? I think it's Sue. I don't know. We'll have to ask the little guy who plays Joe Leaphorn, but I think it's Sue. Okay? I know it. It's from Robbie Robertson. He put it out there so people would know a prayer to talk to the ancestors. You want to sing it? It's like this. It's real easy, and it's a beautiful song. Hey, hey, wah, hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, hi, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, yo. And that's all you really got to say. Hey, hey, wah, hey, yo. Hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, yo. It's telling the ancestors, keep us right, keep us straight, keep us focused, keep us good. Keep us obeying the laws that the Great Spirit gave us. Keep us right. Okay. And everybody, come on, you can do it. It's real easy and it's real beautiful. It's very simple because it's perfectly simple. Come on, you can do it. Come on. Hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, hey, yo. Hey, hey, wah, oh, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, yeah. Hey, hey, wah, yo. Hey, hey, wah, yo. There you go. You did it. Isn't that a good prayer? It's loud. Well, all you Pentecostals and shit, that used to be right up your alley, man. You know, it's too gospel-y. Just sing, Mom. Just sing. We'll get Patti LaBelle singing with us, too. I'm pretty sure she'll be able to hold that high note really well. Okay? I'll be able to sing. Hey, wah, yeah. I bet you Patti LaBelle could do that real good. I bet you. And Barbara Streisand. And Natalie Cole. And a lot of the kids on American Idol. I bet you. So, I bet you. You bet your britches. You can't bet your love. What do you bet? You bet. How's about that? There you go. Okay, pictures from space, but we ain't living the Lord's Prayer. We got the best pictures from space in the history of the world, but we ain't living that there Lord's Prayer. So what good is your science? If you're not obeying the laws of the essence of your pictures from space, what good is your science projects, and what good is anything you're doing with your science projects? Hey, hey, wah, hey, yo. Right? Okay. So, I didn't know what I was going to say. I just picked up the phone. I know I got to say something before I go to bed, y'all. And I sat and watched that thing on that, what's that called? Right? I saw the thing for Lamar Odom. Is Lamar Odom, is he still with us, or is he passed away, or what's? I'm not sure. I'll have to look that up because I was confused. Wait, he deaf? Oh, his heart stopped, and then they revived him. Is that what happened, y'all? Okay. He need to really stay away from them drugs, and I think what happens is once you realize and you feel you're doing wrong, you don't want to live with yourself, and you do things that make you feel like you're alive, like sexuality and things like that, to try to just forget about the noise in your head. But it doesn't work, because as soon as you're done with sex, the noise in the head comes right back and even harder, because you're not doing things right. You're having sex for people to live in this world, but you're doing things wrong. And so it's like, what? Okay, I need to do some cocaine till I die. And I think that's what's happening. And I think that really hurts Chloe, because she really does care about Lamar. But Lamar's like, I don't know, like a lot of people will tell you that. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I don't know which way is up. I don't know upside down. And it's really hard. And it's like this shaman once said, and that my dad talked to me about it, a powwow thing. He said, what's real bad about these kids native kids today as they go down the river of life with one foot in the white man's rowboat and another foot in the Indian's canoe. And that's a hell of a way to try to get through life. So you either chose the money or the values of Christ that all the people in the canoe said, Inju, hua, right? And I say, Inju, hua, right? And it was a guy who looks like me in portrait that they said, that's the Father. That's the one. That's the one who keeps us on the, hey, Ancestor Song. That's the guy. His name is Jesus. He loves us. And when we lose our way, he guides us back down the river of life in the boat that doesn't have idolatry, to live one with the earth and love one another with what was given to us through the earth by the Great Spirit, by the glory of God. Right? Pretty good, huh? That was a good prayer. Okay, I'm going to go to bed. I'll see you wackadoodles in the morning. I'm working real hard so you'll love me the way I love you. And so let's keep working at it. You never give up, man. You know, you love your wives and children eternally. Like Muhammad said, you can't have any more wives and children than you can lovingly care and provide for. And when I meet the children that have husbands and wives and children, and we need to live the perfection of the Lord's Prayer, I just, I'm digging on you. You're digging on me. We're digging on we. I can't stop how I feel, okay? I love y'all. We'll talk in the morning, all right? Well, we'll talk when I wake up later today because it's already 20 minutes up into the morning around here on the 28th of March. All right, I love you. Peace.